Today we're going to take this pet milk and we're going to get it out of the 1 gallon jug so that I can get the cream off the top. If I just pour out of this, I'm not going to be able to get that cream off the top. So what I did was brought out my 1/2 gallon canning jars, and we're going to pour these in here, split it up into 2 1/2 gallons, and let the cream rise to the top. Once that cream rises to the top, then I will skim it off and put it into a separate container so that we can have that for our coffee. I'm also going to take this raw milk and turn it into some kefir. All right, so as this begins to settle, the cream's going to rise to the top. I'll skim that off and I'll be back to show you how that works. All right, come with me. We're going to go outside and get busy on some outdoor work. I gotta go find my shoes, and then we're going to take it outside and we're going to get into the garden. Find my socks. And we're going to talk about winterizing the garden today. So we're going to be winterizing that. We're going to be getting the woodshed ready as well. It's kind of a mess from all the gardening. Oh, there's my boots. All right. Let's go check out the chickens real quick. Hi, girls. Hi, girls. Did you like your treats this morning? They got some leftover kefir today that was super sour, and I do think they liked it. They're looking fluffy. They're all done with their molt. Well, some of them, as you can see. She has a little bit of molt going on there. But winter's closing in, and we're not getting as many eggs. It is what it is. Now, when the actual garden was going, let's go walk in there real quick. So I've got my garlic is already popping up. Look how tall it is. We're gonna get that full of some more leaves to get it ready for winter. Look at all the ground cover that's already started. What a weird fall this was. It was so warm. But I do have some kale mixed in here. As you can see it coming, starting to pop up. Some ramps that are always coming up. I've got jalapenos that are, oh, look, you guys. Oh, yay. I wasn't expecting my habaneros to be ready. I thought I was gonna lose them. Oh, it's so exciting. Look at that. All right, we gotta get those guys off of here. This whole plant took forever. You can see all the jalapenos here. I have hundreds in the house. Who wants jalapenos? All my marigolds, letting them go to seed in this bed right here. They're gonna add some really good nitrogen to that soil. And then this bed needs to get completely covered. We ripped out all the beans, and we need to cover this and get some leaf mulch on it. Let's go over here real quick. I didn't think this was gonna turn into a garden tour, but it is. So some of you asked for my loofah seeds, and this is the loofah vine that's going across. You can see it goes all the way across here, and look at this. There's brand new little tiny loofahs growing. Look at that. You see it? So each vine tends to give between 2 and 4 loofahs. I got 3 off this, and it looks like if the weather would have cooperated, I would have got more. But here is one that I'm letting dry out. I could bring it in if I wanted to, but I'm gonna let it dry out here. And then that'll be one of our sponges for the kitchen. And it does look like I actually have some new growth coming. Isn't that crazy? All of that. Tomatoes pretty much have died out. It looks like I have just a couple down in there. And then, yeah, look at that netting that I have to keep over these blackberry bushes. I wish it wasn't so, because it's just not very good looking, but you can see, let's get up close here, where the deer had eaten. And now, can you guys see that? And now there's new buds growing. So they literally ate all these outer branches here. But with that cover on them, the new growth is coming in. So I'm happy about that. All right, so I reckon we better get back to the woodshed. All right, come on up with me. Okay, this is what we're tackling. Getting all this stuff out of here, taking care of it. As you can see, I came in because I was hankering after another cup of coffee. So here I am, just skimming off a little bit more cream from the top, because you guys, raw cream is so good for you, so healthy for your gut microbiome. And it's something that I make sure that I have every single day. Let's see how this coffee is going to taste. I think it's going to taste pretty good. And here I'm just adding some stevia drops. We don't do sugar in our house, but we do stevia because I do like my coffee white and sweet like my husband. There it goes. Pouring it in. Oh, do you see the light filtering in through the window? What a beautiful day it has been today. And then to get to sip off this coffee, oh my goodness, so good. That's good. That's good. All right, so we are having a little bit of our cream in our coffee. That is good stuff. Now we're gonna take this cream that's on here and just transfer it over into a smaller container so that we can have this in the fridge. I don't know if you guys can see from where you are, but you can see how the cream has gone to the top. See how it's a little bit darker? That's all of our cream. We're gonna take it, put it in another container. Handy dandy little jar. We're just gonna skim it off the top, just like that. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so yummy. Wow. That is some good coffee and some good cream. Y'all gotta try it. All right, so we're grabbing the leaves. You can see them here. We're actually on the end of our street, and the beauty of these leaves is that they are already kind of ground up. So I like that. They're definitely a little more biodegradable, and they pack down a little bit better. So I'm excited to have this free leaves everywhere so that you can close up your garden. Go find you an end of the street. You can do the same thing.
Why put someone else down there, Ma?
All right, so we have that one garlic bed done, and we're gonna take the wagon down to the bean bed. You found a red one? Okay, you can get it if it's red. Oh, this should be interesting. You guys see this predicament I'm in? Okay, grab it. Yeah, okay. All right, gonna have to move that bucket in order to do this. You can see how nice that looks, nice and thick. And all that garlic will be protected this winter. It'll pop up again in the spring. All right, on to this last bed down here, covering it up. As you can see, that did not take long at all. I literally just brought the wheelbarrow in and dumped it and then just spread it by hand. So it doesn't take long at all to get your gardens closed up for the winter. I tend to chop and drop. So you see I have a tomato plant right here. I'm just gonna leave it and then it's going to decompose. I'll flop it right over into the bed. Same with my peppers back there. I'll chop and drop those. And then all the vines up here that are over here on the, right? So all these vines, those I'll just let dry out and pull them off in the spring when they're nice and dry. So that's all you need to do, you guys. Just get your garden beds put together, dress them out for winter. They don't like to have naked soil. So you want to make sure that you are covering them. And that is free mulch, leaf mulch. Literally went to the end of our street where it's all being fallen down, raked it up, put it in a wagon and brought it back. That's all you got to do. All right, let's head down to the woodshed and see what this is going to look like. Oh, it could be scary. All right, as you can see, I have all my gardening stuff. My boxes, because I was ripping down cardboard. Some potting soil. Obviously the wood that is now stacked way up there. It's gonna start falling down if we don't take care of it. Look at all this mess. Oh, my Mother's Day present, just my wheelbarrow. All right, so we're gonna get after this. We're gonna get this all cleaned up because it's about time to get some more wood stacked. So all this cardboard that you see me breaking down here were boxes that I had just collected from local stores because out in the garden, I am covering up all the grass in the walkways underneath the blackberry bushes and then putting down mulch. So we had quite a bit of mulch that was delivered to us from an arborist and just kind of dropped into our other piece of property. And we shoveled that over and put it down into the garden this year. And I have a bunch of cardboard left, but I don't have any chips left. So we're waiting for the arborist to bring us back some more. Probably won't be until next year, but we'll just wait until then. At least now I've got those cardboard pieces all smushed and put over into the side, and they're lined up nicely so that this area right here is easy to get into. decided instead of throwing away all of the debris from the wood, it's basically wood chips, and so I brought it down to the blackberry area. As you can see, I only have it covered so far because, like I said, we ran out of wood chips, so I left it that way. That woodshed, it looks so good, so good, so good. Look at the difference from before to after. Everything's cleaned and put into proper spots. Now we can fill it full. That was a great day. What a beautiful warm day here on the lake. The raised bed garden has been put to bed. There is no naked soil left, and the garlic and the kale and the cabbage are all gonna grow nice and toasty and roasty underneath those leaves. Remember, you can get those free. And the woodshed, you guys, the woodshed is done. I have been wanting to do that. My husband has been like, please, we gotta get the woodshed done. So I'm excited to get that organized, and now we can get our wood in and out without tripping over all those cardboard boxes. So thanks for joining me today. Appreciate you guys being here, and we'll see you next time.